Alright, I hit the button. So, alright, we're live. Yep. So we'll go through our introductions, do the recap, and we'll get started. I am Joey. I am the Dungeon Master.
I'm Joseph, and I'll be playing Lucas today. Hashtag Tieflings.
I'm Dusty. I'm going to be playing Atrix.
I'm Delaney. I'll be playing Linferno.
I'm Sean. I'm going to be playing Rooklyn.
Alright. So, last time, you guys had made it into the city, briefly talked with Dorgu, the seer.
Oh, yeah.
Spent a great deal of time talking to a bartender about various going-ons in the city, as well as going to talk to Augustus about what's been going on with Shadowbranch. You currently are staying in the barracks with the guard and some of the other Reapers, as well as Shadowbranch has been staying here. You found that Shadowbranch has been staying here and has been getting escorts into the city on his expeditions because the revivalists are after him, which are the guys that wish to bring back the Archlich that is responsible for taking this city and turning it into what is now the Black City. Some things y'all talked about doing is at some point trying to look into the fleet of airships. But the first thing you had talked about doing was following Shadowbranch back into the city on his next expedition the next day. So you do have the evening to think about what you're going to do, as well as talk to anybody you want to talk to, and that before Shadowbranch will collect you in the morning. If I remember right, at this point it was evening, so we're probably looking at about 7-ish at night.
We secured lodging in the barracks, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Does Linferno know anybody in town personally?
I don't know. Has Linferno ever bothered to come to the opposite end of the city from the Ruby Gardens?
Of course. She's a dumpster child.
Probably. I'm not sure who that would be, because I'm not sure who Linferno would talk to.
Let's say that. Let's put a pin in it.
Yeah.
Pin.
So you probably, if you have been here before, probably do have some people that you know.
Okay.
And you will have to tell me who they are later.
Okay, cool. Pin in it.
Okay.
So I want to talk to Augustus, just briefly.
Okay.
So I'm assuming Augustus is in the barracks already.
Augustus is. He has in the
because he has his office.
The little chow hall
barracks, right?
part. Yeah. He's in the little
Okay.
chow hall part right now, though. So
Is the barracks.
you do find him before you even get to his office.
Okay, so I'm gonna go find Augustus and be like, "Yo, Augustus, what up, my city gold friend?" I don't know what Augustus goes by other than Augustus. And I kind of started that phrase before finishing it in my mind. So, what up, Augustus? We'll just go with that. Keep it simple.
He kind of nods at you.
Was hoping I could talk to you briefly, ask you some investigatory questions.
'Cause so long as you don't mind if I eat while you do.
That's fine. You can eat all you want. Speaking of eating, are we given food? Because, like, we also like to eat.
I was gonna say you guys did eat already at the tavern.
Oh, that's
Because
right. That's
most
right. We
of
got
you bought food
tab.
there.
Foodie food and drinky drinks.
Yes.
Right. Right. Oddly enough, I didn't write that down in my notes that we ate at the tavern.
Yeah. I think all of you
so, Augustus, what can you tell us about like the location of the revivalists and their activities?
He goes, as far as their activities, I'm not terribly certain what all they get up to on a regular basis, but I know they got some dark magic stuff going on over there. They primarily are in conflict with the last councilman's forces. Every once in a while they send a group this way, but that's what the barricades are for. As far as where they're at, it's pretty much right on the other side of that bridge. The barricaded one.
So, like, real
Wait
close.
until... There we go. He goes, yeah. They take up a good chunk of the city over there. Which... Let me grab my notes, because he tells you what that chunk of the city is called. They take up a good chunk of the Gray Shard.
Now, us, not knowing the revivalists and not really being affiliated with any group, would they give us issues, or would they kind of just leave us alone?
He kind of shrugs. He goes, probably depends on if you, which ones you run into, and whether or not they're think you're sympathetic to their cause or not.
Yeah, fair enough.
He goes, they're
Give me
a little
just a second.
unhinged,
Give me-
so it's kind of hard to say.
Give me just a second to go through my notes, so I know if there's anything else I want to talk to Augustus
A little
about
unhinged is the best.
before I take a little walkie walk. Someone else do something while I look at my notes, so it's less awkward. Thank you.
Lucas is going to hunt down the tallest perch that is also safe and wide enough for him to sleep on.
Are you staying in the barracks, or are you going back outside?
Is it decent weather outside?
It is the same gray, overcast, mildly chilly that it has been all day.
Unbearably chilly?
It's like a set mid-60s.
Even overnight?
You've never stayed the night in the Black City, you don't know.
Lucas will investigate.
Is there anywhere to start a fire?
Inside the barracks, not without being extinguished.
Outside the barracks, sillies.
Outside the barracks, yeah, you could probably start a fire.
Okay.
You'd have to gather
Should
up
I go
some
start-
wood to actually start it, but
Sounds good.
wouldn't be
Can I
hard.
do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
you can do that.
Okay, thank you. We're gonna try to start a fire, which will be easy for me. Can you roll for me, Joey?
Have it was Shadowbranch we talked to about Sabrio, right? I didn't
Correct.
talk to Augustus at all about
You did not
Sabrio.
talk
Yeah.
to Augustus about Sabria.
Okay.
So in the barracks, are there like crates of supplies and stuff, or is it pretty empty in there?
The barracks itself is mostly a living quarters and a dining hall. There is
Nice.
There's
a
no
small
foot
there's-
lockers and nothing.
there's a small section that functions as an armory for the guards. But you notice that most of that stuff has like their names hanging above it. So like you would notice if stuff went missing.
So there's nothing I can really like rummage through, find anything useful.
Not in the barracks itself. There's tons of other places in the city that you could go look around.
What's
but
what's
the actual
like,
barracks itself is very, very Spartan and very functional.
What's it around? Like, is it like in a courtyard? Is there like different houses across the street?
From what you've seen looking around, this whole section looks like it was probably an industrial district originally. Almost every building here is retrofitted into housing. And the barracks is definitely a large warehouse that was retrofitted.
Okay.
So I want to ask Augustus if he ever met Sabria.
He kind of looks at you for a minute when it's not a name I'm familiar with. Sorry.
So you say Shadowbranch was all by himself when you guys found him?
Carmen brought him here.
It was Coleman.
Yeah.
Did Coleman mention anyone else in the party or anyone else that they had come in with?
She talked about a few other folks that were leading the group off and was hoping you guys would make it back here. At least I assume it's y'all, since y'all showed up with Carmen this time.
But no real specifics.
No.
Yeah. All right. Because I don't have it in my notes, did I talk to Augustus? I think I did, about the seal.
I don't remember if you talked to Augustus or if you talked to the bartender.
I know I talked to the bartender. I was thinking I talked to Augustus.
I think you did.
About.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking I talked to Augustus and asked Augustus what he could tell me.
Where he said he's a little off, but he seems to be way more accurate than he has any right to be.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm paraphrasing.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking I had talked to Augustus. Okay, I don't think I have anything else for Augustus, so I'm gonna wander around, see what else, if anything else catches my eye in the barracks.
Like I told Dusty, it is pretty much a very Spartan converted warehouse. It has 2 floors. The top floor is basically living quarters. The lower floor has a few offices, the chow hall, and a small section that's an armory.
Is the armory heavily guarded?
Is there any other guards or anything that stands out, or just most of them just normal run-of-the-mill type guards?
Most of them are regular folks. Like, it's a smattering of several different species, but that's not terribly uncommon.
Nothing abnormal, though.
No.
Okay.
Oh, good lord.
And to answer your question, the barracks is not terribly well guarded, but at the same time, all of the stuff in there is marked for people who already own it. So if a sword went missing, and let's say it's Kyle's sword, Kyle's gonna know that someone stole it.
You gonna punch some holes in some drywall.
And if he sees it somewhere else with somebody else, he's gonna know. Did anybody hear what she just said?
Nope.
Not in the slightest.
Can I check outside the barracks?
Yeah, I thought you went outside to start a small fire anyway.
Start a fire, yeah, but I'm gonna start investigating outside around now that there's light with the fire.
Okay, I mean, the light from the fire only goes about 30 feet, so it's not like you can get terribly far.
I know.
But outside the barracks is, like I described, it's looks mostly like a old industrial district that has been refitted into being residential. It's a lot of...
Is there anything...
old warehouses and stuff that have been refitted into housing, The only place that looks like it was probably the same thing that it is now is the bar that y'all visited the other day.
Is there anything odd about the houses?
Apart from they look like they were made out of warehouses, and they are definitely retrofitted. Not particularly.
We tell if they're inhabited at the moment?
Most of the houses here, from what you have seen walking around earlier, probably are inhabited. Not necessarily all of them, but a good chunk of them.
So I can't really just go start looting other people's...
I mean,
no, but there is a huge chunk of city that is mostly uninhabited that you probably can loot as much as you like.
Okay, good.
And you are going to be at least walking through part of it tomorrow.
I may be a halfling, but I'm definitely gonna act like a goblin when we get there.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna go to bed then.
Lucas would like to try to find anybody growing any small croppage, small gardens, or anyone with plants around.
What kind of crops?
Nothing in particular, but just plants outside.
With your ability to fly, you would actually see there are several rooftops that have been converted into small gardens.
Then I would like to go to the friendliest looking one using no other abilities except basic hood rat intuition and find the friendliest and attempt to talk to the owner.
Roll your intuition.
Be an insight?
Yeah. Close enough.
That's a 19.
Alright. It takes a couple minutes, but you eventually find one that seems friendly.
I will politely knock on the door and hope that somebody answers.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock.
A young man does answer the door. Looks to be a relatively young half-elf.
Howdy, sir.
Hello.
I noticed the garden on your rooftop there. I just wanted to ask you a couple questions real quick.
Sure.
So you got plants growing up there. I'm kind of new to the city. I like to sleep outside, but I was wondering what the conditions might get like this time of year at night.
And he kind of looks at you, and there's a moment of realization where you knocked on his door to ask him about the weather at like 7:30 at night. He just kind of, okay. It stays about the same temperature year round.
Does it like dip real cold at night or
No,
stay about this temperature?
It stays about this temperature year round.
Awesome. Well, hey, you know what? You scratch an itch. Thank you, sir. And I hold out 5 silver pieces for him.
Which he does take very quickly.
Good.
Yoink.
Have a good day, sir. And then I proceed to go find my nice little perch, and preferably within eyesight of at least the fire.
Yep.
That then started.
And as you leave, you definitely hear a, "Honey, a weird man just asked about the weather and gave me money."
Look, Lucas is a social weirdo. But damn it if he doesn't know how to survive and thrive.
But yeah, like I said, most of this place is warehouses.
You can respect
The top of the barracks would probably be one of the taller ones because it is a 2-story warehouse.
That's 2 whole stories.
But there's probably a couple others around as well that would be relatively tall.
I don't need some like Assassin's Creed jump tower type thing.
Yeah.
Just
And that's
cozy.
why I was saying most of this section is very low and flat. There's a couple of
Just go
places
sleep
near
in
the
that dude's
bridge
garden.
that is. There's a couple of places near the bridge that was barricaded that look like they were probably guard towers,
Okay.
and they're probably the tallest structures in this area.
Sounds good. I'm gonna try to make my way to the group before we so we can
Mhm.
formally decide on something before I take my little perch nap.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna make my way to my own cot, start unblousing my boots, getting ready for
I'm
the
gonna
night.
do the big chaotic energy thing and call up in a ball on Augustus's office floor and go to sleep.
All right.
What are
Y'all know I already went to bed and I fell asleep upside down, like a weird ass fairy, because I'm chaotic too. Anyway.
chaos? That's all
Chaos.
we bring.
Yeah,
Not destruction, just chaos.
I'm like untying my
chaos.
boots, and I'm just
like
like,
Q from Star
what the
Trek.
fuck did I get myself into?
Right, we're essentially Q from Star Trek. We're not doing anything bad, right? Just stuff that minorly inconveniences people. Q. It's Q.
I minorly inconvenienced 5 silver pieces into a man's hand.
Exactly. By asking about the weather. And you got
Seems
an
like
answer that was just generally vague.
It was good enough. Seems like the general consensus is we're about to take a short and/or long rest.
Indeed, we all.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
You all drift off to sleep in various weird places.
I'm just in a cot
With-
under a wool blanket.
Oddly enough, the ranger being the only one that slept in a bed. Because of where you are, Lucas, you are woken up at one point during the evening.
Aw.
It's not long. It's not long enough for you to miss out on your long rest, but you are woken up by. Since you said you were trying to, I assume you went back over to where the guard towers were to try and roost
Yes.
on top of one of them. Yeah. You are woken up by a small skirmish that happens down below you.
Ooh.
It is over incredibly quickly.
Hmm.
As you watch 2 of the Reapers just handedly deal with a couple of undead that tried to break through the barricade.
Oop.
Forgot about that.
Okay. Not a big deal. Not if they
Yeah.
had it handled.
Like I said, it woke you up, but it woke you up because there was the sound of combat and bashing of, weapons against the barricade. Not because it was a major issue. And you would have never even noticed it in the barracks because the rest of them slept straight through it.
Good. At least somebody's getting some sleep.
Thanks.
Alright.
Proud of you, Matrix.
But the morning comes without any major issue.
So you're telling me I slept on Augustus's floor for nothing?
I mean, he's a little surprised.
I don't know what I don't.
He's
I
a
don't,
little
I don't know what
surprised
I-
when he walks into the office in the morning and you're just kind of curled up in a ball. You're just kind of like, "Good morning."
What about me upside down like a bat?
I like
Oddly
to
enough,
sleep in
that
bed.
one does not phase Augustus.
I like to sleep in private, and barracks aren't the most private place, so I figured your office pretty private.
And he just kind of I mean, yes, but why?
Isn't there
I
like a conference room like right next to? That's
In
not
yeah.
here?
hindsight, I probably should have at least brought a cot in here, but you know,
Hey, you're tired. You're tired.
yeah. I was tired. I wasn't thinking it through all the way. I just laid down.
But yeah,
Makes
he
sense.
is a little surprised by you in the morning.
I bet.
As for L'Inferno, there's a couple of people that just kind of comment about. Did you know fairies slept like that? Is that a thing? Is that normal? And that's about all you get. Like I said, as far as Augustus saw you, just kind of shook his head and walked right into the office to be more surprised by a curled up Rooklyn on the ground.
Okay, nice. Glad he doesn't expect anything from me.
I mean, he was way more concerned with you potentially trying to light his barracks on fire than if you wanted to sleep like a bat.
Pretty fair concern.
I mean, he was introduced to you by a seer calling you the Fiery One.
Well, fair.
He is way more concerned with the fire aspect than the E1 aspect.
It would be two. Motherfucking Smokey the Bear type shit.
More of, this is an old warehouse that if it burns down, it's probably just going to burn down. They're not going to be able to save it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it is one of the larger ones in the city.
Nice.
But you all reconvene where you agreed to meet Shadowbranch in the morning.
Sup, her soul.
And he is enjoying some food here at the barracks.
Is there bread?
There is bread.
I take that ration that I got from the
23 sleight of hand to steal bread.
You steal bread.
I take that ration back out of my bag that I got from the pub the previous night and just start eating it.
Your bag of soup.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm not even gonna take the full thing out. I'm just gonna reach in, grab a handful at the time, and eat it out of my bag.
That's
I,
cute.
I love the fact that he went from the most normal to immediately the strangest person again.
That's his thing.
I'm just gonna sit down and have a normal breakfast with Shadowbranch.
Okay, that happens.
It's a normal day.
All day.
You'll have that on the big jobs.
Good job.
And he
small
just
job.
he of course just kind of sees Atrix doing this and just chuckles and goes, "Well, I see you haven't changed much."
Mouth full and just crumbs on my face like, hmm?
But no, as you eat, he kind of goes over what his plan is, where he wants to go investigate. He wants to investigate one of the gatehouses that were supposed to be linked to the towers.
Ah. I like tall buildings.
So,
What did you call it? The gate?
a gatehouse.
Gatehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually talks about them being rather small structures rather than large, as they were supposed to have some kind of teleportation thing that let you bamf from the ground up to the towers.
It's a fight. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. We're okay. I'll figure it out.
I don't know what's happening with Delaney, but she is freaking out.
Me neither.
I
What the
assume
fuck?
something with either her rabbit or her cat. 'Cause she
No,
has both.
somebody's screaming outside. It freaked out Izzy. The fuck?
So it was with her dog.
No, somebody, a human being, is screaming outside. As well as fireworks or something. That's wild. It's
Well,
it's
maybe
not a
don't go
gunshot.
inside.
It's not. I know what the difference between a gunshot and fireworks. It was definitely a firework.
Hey, maybe go back inside if there's people just randomly screaming outside.
Anyways, we'll just ignore that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I live in a semi-rural urban area. It's weird to explain.
Anyway. But no, he's describing them as these kind of lower buildings that had a couple of rooms in them and had the ability to have some kind of teleportation device that let people go between the towers and the rest of the city. But yeah, he talks about that several of the guards haven't wanted to take him to one of these places before, citing something about them tending to be fairly dangerous with guards left over from the towers. But he's curious to see how they functioned, and if you guys are willing, he would like to go to one of them.
Let's do it.
Absolutely. Let's go. Let's get it.
Alrighty. Then, after you finish breakfast, you all grab whatever you need to grab from wherever you left it while you slept, if you're not already carrying it again, and head out across the bridge from Raven's Hollow back to the hunting grounds. Would someone like to roll me a d12?
I got you. Natty 12.
Alright. You travel through most of the city. Again, it's very, very much in disrepair. There's a few buildings here and there that seem like they're kept up, but most of them seem to be in disrepair. But so far you have encountered nothing of any danger as you're walking through the city.
That's good.
Yeah.
Considering.
Yeah. But, I'll have you guys roll a perception here quick for me.
All of us?
Everyone?
This is just to see how much of the different parts of the city. I'm gonna roll for you. Relax.
I'm cleaning.
10.
I got a natural 1.
So 22 for Lucas. Brooklyn's eyes implode.
Yeah, natural 1. 6 overall, but natural 1.
Oh, look at that. Oh, there's the sun. That hurts.
Nope. The weather is actually exactly the same as it was yesterday.
There's the sun cloud.
There's the sun cloud.
All right. So what did people get?
22 for Lucas.
22 for Lucas.
10.
Yeah.
10 for Atrix.
I got a big old 1.
And Linferno
Six.
got a
Six.
whole
Six.
5.
Oh,
6 after my perception
So-
modifier. But 6 after my perception modifier, but a 1 natural, so
Okay. So
still not good.
Linferno and Brooklyn pretty much see exactly what I've already described. Atrix, you notice a little bit more.
Oh.
Not a great
Well,
deal
that's
more.
a false for you.
Oh.
But
Especially for Ranger.
in addition to how decrepit this place looks and how much is like been demolished. I shouldn't say demolished because most of it's still just standing in ruins and could realistically be repaired if anyone wanted to. But several of those buildings that look like they were upkept, something is definitely living in them. That's about as much as you can glean, is they show signs of actually being lived in, not just well kept. Lucas, with a 22.
I can see
Every
tomorrow.
time you
I
are
can't
passing,
see tomorrow.
every time you are passing one of those buildings, because you notice that they're definitely being lived in too, you catch the fact that something is watching you from each one of them.
Ooh. Are we relatively close grouped together?
Unless you are going to tell me otherwise, I assumed you were.
Anyone have any objection to that?
Nope.
In that
Yes.
case, I would like to nonchalantly tell my compatriots that, hey, we're being watched.
Well, that's not very good, is it?
In a relatively cheerful voice, though quiet, I might add.
Noted.
And I'll kind of right over there, up there, and over there. Basically everywhere.
That's good.
Like I said, you kind of, after the first time when you noticed it by one of those houses that looked lived in, you started to check every time you walked by, and you started to notice the subtle things like the curtains moving, the signs that something inside was paying attention to your progress.
That's fantabulastic.
It hasn't made any move against you, but it is definitely watching.
Oh.
I'm watching you, Mike Wazowski. Always watching. I'm sorry. Someone had to do it.
I'm going to get.
We all know someone had to do it.
Well, you broke Delaney again.
Delaney was broke way before she ever met me.
I'm always broken. I spot my rabbit.
You sat on your rabbit?
I want you.
Guys, I'm sorry. I told her not to do this. She asked me earlier if she could get drunk for the stream. I told her no. She did it anyway. I'm sorry. I told her I vouched for her and to not make a mess of it. And well, here we are.
Now you're making a mess of it. I was vibing until you just pointed this out, so cool. Exactly, right? Thank you. We were all having fun with the fucking lop-eared rabbit, and then the other spirit animal of the lop-eared rabbit had to ruin it. So anyways, you don't get lop-eared rabbit time.
I honestly
I
don't know
know.
what just happened.
Me neither. Not a clue.
Not.
Exactly. Keep
Like,
going.
Oh,
Carry on.
anyway,
Carry on.
As you were.
he eventually leads you to a place near the maw, which was that large hole in the ground underneath the towers.
Ah, yes.
And it's a fairly nice looking little place that he leads you up to.
How do you spell maw?
M-A-W.
M-A-W.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like that was too easy.
I've had those days where you look at the word
It's
and you
the
go,
maw.
that's not right.
No,
But it
I just figured I was just like it could
It
just
is
be
right.
M-A-W.
Yeah.
And then I was just
It's-
like, but it's also Joey. He could have spelled it any number of weird ways that make no sense.
No,
Like there
it's
could be an L in there.
M-A-W.
I don't know.
Sean, stop overthinking things.
But yeah. Don't get me wrong. I have spelled some words weird before, but
That's
this
why
was
I
not
asked.
one of them.
Like I said, that's
Um,
why I asked.
But yeah. The building you're approaching is relatively intact. The door is broken in, but that's about it. The rest of the building looks mostly intact. And there's this little courtyard area out in front of it. It's got a little fountain in it. It's very, very nice.
Have I noticed the watchers getting more watchy?
There is not one of those buildings right next to this. So as
In
of
general,
right,
though?
as of right
I'll roll
now,
another perception.
Sorry.
yeah, go ahead and roll go ahead and roll your other perception.
She was really.
It's
10.
10. It's hard to say.
Fair enough.
But like I said, there's not one of those buildings that appears occupied right next to this.
Sure. Okay.
Unless one of you stops him, Shadowbranch is 100% just about to walk into this building without any...
I'm
Whoa,
gonna
whoa.
Like I
I'll
said,
be like, hold up, Shadowbranch. Maybe we
Unless
should
you
maybe
stop
we should feel
him.
this one out first.
I physically grabbed the man.
okay.
You don't.
We all know I'm not
Stop.
above tackling a cripple.
No, it's fine. I just tackled and crippled my rabbit to order to like.
For anyone who hasn't watched past
I don't know.
streams, that was episode 3, I believe, that I tackled a cripple.
You
It was either 2 or 3.
Whichever one is titled Fight and Flight, I think.
I attempted. I should
Because
say I attempted
y'all
to
got
tackle
into a fight and then ran out of the city.
It
Yeah.
happens.
My
Happens
rage.
to the best of us.
But yeah. So, you've stopped him from just blatantly walking into the building.
Yeah.
Now,
What are we looking at as far as the doorway? Or entrance?
it's a single-person entrance, much like you would see on... It's a nice, like, well-defined archway for it, but what you can see of the door has been smashed off.
Oh.
Well, that's not a good sign.
It looks like someone
Yeah.
has entered this building before you,
By force.
by force.
And this isn't
Well,
like
if it
a...
was recent.
Yeah, well, there's that.
I mean, most of this city is in ruins. A lot of stuff looks like this.
Okay. Just so I'm clearly imaging this.
Mhm.
Single building.
Yep. It's kind of an L.
Archway.
It's kind of an L shape. The
Kind of an L
door
shape,
is
not
right.
there's
Yeah.
no. There's
The door
no like
is right in
courtyard.
the corner of the L. The courtyard is kind of the area right in front of it.
Like a fenced-in area.
No.
That makes sense. Okay.
This
walled
is
off,
much
okay.
more welcoming than that.
Open space though.
Yes, it's a big open
Okay.
space. There is a fountain in the middle that isn't working anymore.
Like a
Okay.
beautiful front yard you'd want to raise your kids in.
Sounds about right. Okay. Well, there's no door, so I don't have to pick that open.
Nope, there is very much not a door.
Can I try burning it?
I mean, there's not a door,
Awning what?
and
But
it's a
can I
stone
burn
The
the
building.
building. Just burn the
Roll
building.
for me. Can I burn the wall? I've got a rabbit on me.
It's a stone building.
Can I melt the stone building? Joey, roll for me.
No.
I'm curious.
Fuck! Okay. Sorry, guys.
Can I use
I tried with all
Eldritch-
of my might with the fire, but it did not happen.
Can I use Eldritch Sight, which allows me to detect magic without using a spell slot?
You're so cute!
At will.
Yes, actually.
Please do.
When you do that,
Oh,
I'm trying to think of what all is in the building without looking directly at
Hey, Delaney.
the
Can
map
my
that doesn't
spirit
actually
be-
have any of the
Look at
images
this
on it
one.
anyway.
Hey, Delaney. If you're gonna
Yeah.
talk to your rabbit, can you please mute your microphone? Like, I have no problem with you playing with a rabbit, but it would probably be more helpful if you just mute your microphone while you're just talking to the rabbit. Thank you. Because now I can actually hear Joey.
All right. Anyway, from where you are in the courtyard, I gotta look up and see how far that reaches, because I know it has.
Yeah,
a
mine
reach.
doesn't. Mine.
It is the
mine
spell
doesn't-
detect magic that it gives you as much as you want. So I'm just
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause
pop
mine-
over
mine-
to your character
My list
sheet
here
and click
doesn't
on
tell
that.
me how far it reaches. It just says that I can do it at
Yeah,
will.
like I said, I'll just pop over to your character sheet. It should tell me when I look at it. As soon as I find where it is. 30 feet. Okay. So, let me look at my map. You guys are in the courtyard. You can see a strong glow from from the shorter end of the L through the wall. Apart from that,
So the doorway, nothing.
nothing on the doorway.
Doorway's good.
Yep.
Just something in that.
There is something
I guess
in the
back-
room past the wall.
back tunnel.
It's fairly muted because, well, it does work. It does work because these walls are not terribly thick. It's still thick enough that you're kind of getting a hazy representation of what's in there. You just know that there is something fairly large and magic. Based on what Shadowbranch told you, you know there is some kind of magic teleportation device supposed to be in this building somewhere.
Right.
So with that, natty 20, 27 overall stealth check, I would like to move inside the building.
Okay.
Just, 5 feet in, maybe 5 feet to the left, inside the doorway.
Yep.
I'll go in same distance, but to the right, stealthfully.
Roll your stealth.
Natty 20,
Hey,
Hell yeah.
natty 20, 26 overall.
Hell yeah.
it's you.
All right.
You get me now.
I'm gonna stay outside and kind of keep control of Shadowbranch so he doesn't just bust in and get himself killed.
Oh, I have my bow in my hand. I don't have an arrow knocked, but I just have it kind of like
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, I'm keeping my fire ready. Too.
Okay. If you two want to flip over to roll 20, I will bring up what y'all can see.
I am on roll 20.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
come on.
And I
You
will
don't need
switch it
to
over
use
for
your
the
light
stream as well, so that you all can see what they're looking at.
Excuse me. My bad.
There we go.
Bueno.
Let me move that up so that you can see. There we go.
Very bueno.
All right. So, the area, for you guys, just so you know, the areas with the triangles is rough terrain, so it takes 2 spaces of movement to get through them.
Ah, okay.
That's what the triangles mean. They are not any other indication. They're not actually physically there.
Wait, the triangles are what? That's
Yeah, these little
Rough terrain.
triangles, they are indicating that this section here is rough terrain, and getting over the door is rough terrain.
Gotcha.
But what you can see of this room, there's a few tables in here, some chairs. You can see the remains of what was once banners of some kind hanging on the walls. It looks like it was probably set up as some kind of a reception type area or a waiting area.
Does Linferno recognize anything?
Well, Linferno didn't tell me she was entering the building, so as of right now, Linferno recognizes the outside of a building.
Can she enter the building?
Are you sneaking in with the rest of them? Or...
Yep.
Alright. Alright. Then... Linferno floats in the building as well. Do you recognize anything in particular? No, you see basically the same thing they do. 3 different sets of tables and chairs. There's some chairs in the corner that look like they were probably set up as like a reading area or just kind of a communal space.
I have to take a brief bathroom break, so I'll be right back. You guys keep playing.
There is 2 large red stains, or I guess they'd be reddish brown stains on the floor, which I'm indicating now.
That doesn't make me feel comfortable.
But there are no bodies or anything.
That makes me feel even less comfortable. Nothing.
Nope.
Is it
If you want more, I was gonna say if you want more than that, you'll have to roll your perception
Is it
or
well
investigation.
lit room or?
It's lit enough.
Not, I guess, just not dark.
No, it looks like there's probably some patches in the ceiling that have worn out.
Okay. Yeah, screw it. Let's do a.
We're doing investigation or
Guys,
perception?
I just heard that noise again outside.
I'm gonna do an investigation.
Okay, well, stay inside.
That's a 9 investigation.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you're investigating.
I got a 16 investigation.
16 investigation.
Can I retroactively aid him? Just kidding. No, take it as is.
It is Atrix that notices this. There are creatures curled up underneath several of these tables. They're small. But you don't know what they are. From what you can see, because they're kind of curled up, you can see a lot of legs and something that looks very serpentine.
Under all three of the tables?
They are under this table specifically and this one.
Okay, so just those two.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks like there's a couple of them under each one.
Okay. Hey guys, there's a couple creatures underneath those tables. And as I'm saying that, I'm going to knock an arrow.
What's the floor made of?
It appears to be a stonework that was made to look like it was hardwood.
Okay. What do I have? What do I have? Nothing. I have nothing.
I'm gonna need. Not that.
I mean, I do have my speak with animals spell. First level spell.
Can I see anything that's happening from where I'm at?
You can see they are standing in the doorway. They haven't moved much past it.
I can't see, like, the fact that they can't see stuff. I can't see.
You know that it's darker in there, but you don't know how dark.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do what I could do then.
Now, if
Because
you
I don't
were to
know what
walk
to do.
up to the actual entrance behind them, you'd be able to see what was inside. Or at least see how dark it was inside and that they couldn't necessarily make everything out.
Okay, well. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna keep protecting Shadowbranch. Doing my job. They haven't said anything to me, so I'll just keep protecting Shadowbranch.
Mm-hmm.
Should I could use my speak with animals spell and see if I can muster up a conversation with whatever those things are. But
Let's put it this way: if they're not hostile, you can maybe talk to them. I don't know the extent of the spell, but glean some more information, if nothing else. And if they're hostile, they're gonna get stabbed anyway. So. I say go for it.
you say go for it?
I say go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my speak with animals spell.
Okay. You can now
And
speak
I'm-
with animals.
Okay.
Can I roll extra for it?
I mean, this is his spell. He can just do this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say like kind of a lower tone, not like yelling it, but I'm gonna be like hello? See if I can get their attention.
One of them kind of stirs, and you see that serpentine part has the head on the end of it, and it just kind of whirls around to look at you.
Which one? The one closest to us or furthest away? Or I guess they're both kind of equally.
They're about the same distance, but it would be the one under
Yeah.
this table. Or one of the ones
That
under
one?
this table.
One of the ones under. So
Yeah.
there's multiple under each table.
Yeah, I said there were a few of them under each table.
But one of them is looking at me now.
Correct.
Okay.
They are small. They are like
Yeah,
L'Inferno
not
size.
big. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, are you?" Like, I know they can understand me, so I'm just gonna say like, "Are you guys okay?" Because I see the blood all over the place, so I'm just like,
So you say that, and it just hisses back at you. There were no words, just hisses.
"Does it?" But it's staying underneath the table.
So far, it hasn't gotten up.
It's just looked at me.
It has looked at you, it has hissed at you, but it strikes you as weird that its hiss was not something you could understand.
Yeah, that's not too good. Alright,
Huh.
it's gonna catch an arrow to the face. I'm gonna shoot at that one. Or just start shooting underneath of the table.
Alright. Roll for your attack. And then we will roll initiative.
And
Can I light his arrow on fire?
It doesn't matter, it missed.
yeah.
Okay.
But it is now time for the initiative. So, I will have y'all roll your initiative.
21.
Ha- 10 less. 11 for Lucas.
Yep. Brooklyn, what you got?
I kind of assumed I wasn't supposed to roll since I was outside. But I can
I mean,
roll if you want me to.
Roll, because
feel like
that'll
at
give you
this-
the... If you notice the sounds of combat, it'll give you your chance to activate your initiative.
But
anyway.
no, that's fine.
Grand old perception, maybe.
15.
15. Okay.
I have a divine lady in my lap. I'm not rolling. If I move, she's gonna freak out.
No. I rolled
By
for
that
you.
she
You got a
means
6.
Doesn't have dice.
What is with me rolling today through you?
I don't know. Atrix, you're up first.
Fucking
Okay.
damn it!
I'm gonna go ahead and
And there's our first community guideline strike.
I am going to take another shot.
Okay.
Another 10.
Another miss.
Dang, that's 2 arrows already fucking gone.
Kind of what do you have? Like a short bow or long bow?
It's a longbow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The one you were shooting at scuttles out from under the table towards y'all. These things, now that you can get a good glimpse since it has stood up, they look like spiders with this big, long, serpent-like neck with a head on the end of it.
Oh.
Is there a name for them?
Not that you know of. This is not something you have seen before.
Great.
Oh.
It would be Rooklin's turn. Unless you all have given him any details. The sound of an arrow is probably not enough to attract his attention.
Hey, buddy, we kind of need you in here.
I guess I'll move towards the doorway, not necessarily all the way in, but like close enough
Okay.
to kind of get a glimpse of what's going on, but not necessarily fully inside of the doorway.
Okay.
Still kind of like blocking the doorway so that Shadowbranch can't go inside, but I can see what's happening.
Yeah. If you
If
want to
that makes
hop,
sense.
if you want to hop over to roll 20, you will be able to see what's going on.
Give me a second, it's loading. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to use Rule 20, so just bear with me.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we literally use it for the battle map, and that's about it.
yeah, I know I've never used it at all before, so like I said, just bear with me. I'll
Yep.
do the best I can with it, but
Basically,
So
click on
the
your
first
character
thing-
and drag him to where you want to move.
Are there like evil bad guy things that I can see, or can I not? Is it
You could probably see this one that's out here in the middle of the room.
okay?
But from
So
where
just
you
the one.
are, the tables would probably be covering the other ones.
Okay, so I
Yes.
Yeah. Also, if you want to ping stuff,
Literally
just put your mouse
I
over it
think
and
you-
hold the button.
cutest thing ever.
Yeah, so Rooklin's just kind of gonna move inside there, because I can't apparently drag and drop him.
That's weird.
And then I'm going to cast light on my staff so that I have a better view since it's dark. And well, so everyone has a better view since it's dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god. A better
And
view
that'll
since it's
pretty
dark.
much-
Here you go.
And that'll pretty much use up my time.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not letting you control your dude.
I don't know. You said to click on him and hold, and I should be able to move him. I clicked and hold.
You just have to click on him and drag him. Like, click, hold, drag, and it should work. If it's not, I don't know why. Because everything in the settings say that they should be working for you. If not, we'll just have to ping where they want me to move them, and I'll move them.
I may have misinterpreted which one was Rooklyn. I apologize.
Yeah. I don't know when this picture was set for Rooklyn. I don't know if you did it, or I did it, or what.
I did not.
So,
I saw Rooklyn under a different character, so I got confused. But I got it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna move there. Cast light on my staff so that it makes it easier to see for everyone.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much. Yeah, that's all I can really do.
Okay, so the room is much lighter now. I'm looking to see how big an area.
20-foot radius.
20.
It's a 20-foot radius.
So that circle that should have just showed up for you, hopefully.
Nope.
I don't know why this is not working right today.
It's fine as long as it showed up for everyone else.
There it goes.
Hey.
That circle is how big your light spell is. So everything within that is your bright light.
Nice.
That makes it one of the creepy crawler's turns. And it is able to get right up from underneath this table to Brooklyn. And it is going to take a bite at Brooklyn. $17 hit.
Yup.
Ooh.
Alright. Take 2 points of piercing damage and 5 points of poison damage. And make a Constitution saving throw.
So you said 2 and 5, right?
Yep.
Let me do that math first. We all know I'm not good at math. And then you said Constitution saving.
Yep.
Constitution saving.
Constitution saving throw.
8.
You now are poisoned and have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks for the next
Yep, that's
minute.
what I thought.
But that ends its turn. Lucas, you're up.
Okay. Okay. Assuming this is a perfect 1-to-1, looks like he's within
Yeah.
my stabby stab range.
Each square represents 5 feet, so
Correct me if I'm wrong. Sneak attack would apply to him because an enemy of that target is within 5 feet, other than me. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 to any creature you hit with an attack with a finesse or ranged weapon. If you have advantage on the attack roll, you don't need advantage. If you have advantage on the attack roll, you don't need advantage. If another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it, comma, that enemy isn't incapacitated, comma, and you don't have disadvantage
all right.
on the
Yes,
attack.
yes, you can stab it.
Lovely. Does a 13 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So 8, I believe it's piercing. Yeah. And 11 total for my one little sneak attack.
It dies.
Lovely. That's what you get.
Okay, so we can one-hit these bitches.
Oh, watch the profanity, please.
These
Hey,
little
this
ones.
stream is not marked for children.
These female dogs.
Oh, good lord.
I'm glad you liked that one.
All
They're
right.
spiders, so
I know, I hate spiders.
I'm not a fan.
Brooklyn's okay with them. I'm terrified of them.
I don't like big ones.
And now you got another one in your face.
Oh,
And this one is going to make a bite towards Lucas.
no, it's not.
$16 hit.
Unfortunately. Okay.
3 piercing. 2 poison. And make a Constitution saving throw.
Donde aquí? That's gonna be an 8.
You have disadvantage on your attack rolls and are poisoned for 1 minute.
Yay.
All right,
That makes me happy.
Linferno, what you doing?
I'm roll for me to heat up. Sorry, I was cleaning. I'm just gonna start heating up. I don't know what to do. Let me just heat up with the fire. Let me play a fire blast.
All right.
Yep.
You miss.
Oh. Cool.
Yeah, the random number generator from Roll20 does not like you very much.
I've got the most sensitive ears as a mammal as a pet. It sucks. Sean, you're the only one that's active right now on my stream. Shit. Let me leave my
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone else is here on mine, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think that might be Delaney's stuff having...
No, it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's why I was like, what?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
Cool. Cool.
Okay. Did you have anything else you were going to try and do? I don't know if you have any bonus action stuff. I'm not seeing anything that's bonus action stuff.
I can't do much, I'm sorry. I gotta level up.
Yeah.
We all do.
Alright. That means it's the last creepy crawly's turn. And it comes darting out next to its buddy.
Can I try one more fire blast?
I mean, you can on your next turn. Atrix, it's your turn again.
I am going to I'm gonna take another shot at this spot. Oh, how do I?
Click and hold on
Click,
it.
Click on it?
Yeah.
click and hold, and it'll.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, that one. I'm going to
Yeah.
take another shot at that one.
That hits.
22 hit.
Yep,
All right.
that hits.
For 12. Piercing.
It dies.
Yay!
Let me take another arrow out of my inventory. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. As well, for now, anyways.
2 that we can see.
Yeah.
Alright. That makes it this one's turn. And it gets up to Atrix. And it takes a bite at Atrix.
Mm.
21 to hit.
What is it?
21.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
Why can't I roll this well for fucking L'Inferno?
That is a very good question.
2
And
piercing.
honestly, I wish you would, because it would help us.
2 piercing, 1 poison. Make a Constitution saving throw.
And
Alright. You're fine.
oh,
Brooklyn, you're up.
Visible disgust.
Okay, so I'm obviously going to use Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Roll with disadvantage.
Let me get to the sheet that tells me what I need to roll.
D20 plus your spell casting modifier. And proficiency. Which, I don't know what the number is offhand. I have L'Inferno and Lucas's sheet open at the moment.
So Charisma is my spell casting modifier, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast. Roll your D20, add plus 6. And then roll twice and take the lower of the 2 results. Because you're poisoned.
So 19.
19? 19 hits.
Yep.
Which one were you hitting?
That
That one?
one.
Okay.
Yep.
thank you.
So roll your damage.
Damage is. Let me find it. 1d10. Four.
It screeches, but it is still up.
Okay. Is my
Is your what?
my ping popping up on Roll20?
I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at something else.
I'm repeatedly hitting it.
Then no.
Okay. Hang on here.
Yep. There it is.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's make an attack against that one then. It is my turn, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
You hear a crunching noise coming from over here.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But yes, it is your turn.
Alright. So, lowest is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Copy that. And sneak attack is once per turn. It is now my turn again.
Correct.
And
But you
is
have
still
disadvantage on your roll.
that. Oh yeah, that's right. Duh.
Poison.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
poison's
that
bad.
hits. Yeah, it is. Oh yay, 4 damage.
It screeches, but it is still up.
Again, that was to that one.
Yeah.
And then I can still take a bonus action, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, it's going to be a disengage, because cunning action.
Yep.
And then, is there any rules for moving past enemy, or through an enemy square with disengage? Or...
No.
Okay. Yeet. And that will end my turn.
Okay. However, it makes it that thing's turn. And it's just going to scuttle up next to you and bite at you again.
When you say that thing, and you don't ping anything, it makes it kind of hard to tell.
Well, he
What?
just attacked a thing.
Oh, well, yeah, now I know, but still.
Sweet.
Stuff.
But yeah, it's going to take another bite at you.
Okay. I'm okay with this.
Does a 6 hit?
A 6 does not hit.
Wow, shocking.
Yeah.
6.5.
All right, Linferno, you want to light things on fire again?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna heat shit up. Heat it up. I'm mad.
Okay. Do you want to hit the one next to Atrix or the one next to Lucas?
Matrix.
Okay. There we go.
You better kill that thing, I swear to
Oh,
God.
don't worry. She freaking incinerated that thing.
Sweet.
Nice.
She rolled a 23.
Nice.
Can I try to incinerate the other one then?
You only get one attack per round.
Okay.
But it was like...
It's almost like he tried that last round.
It was a lot of damage. Like... Might have outright killed it without it already being damaged. Alright.
So,
Well, y'all discover what the cracking noise was that came from up here in the corner.
okay, I figured the one next to Atrix would be more valuable.
They were both injured.
Nice.
But
I'm glad you took care of that. Oh, what is that thing?
that appears to be human,
Oh.
but with a completely blank expression on their face.
Oh.
Nothing is loading for me, so I can't see anything, I'm going to be honest.
You can't see anything on Roll20 at all?
All I see is the 2 spiders. Which I'm assuming what you're referring to is not the 2 spiders.
No.
I'll load it again.
Yeah, you're gonna
All
probably
of
have
it.
to just refresh the page.
Yeah, I will. It's loading. Keep going with your story.
But yeah,
Okay. Does he say anything, or he just walks in with a blank expression on his
he
face?
walks in with a complete blank expression and stares at the lot of you and the murdered spiders. Or spider things. They're not really spiders. But he has company because another one steps out.
Oh.
Hey, there he is.
Yep. Alright, so if you were wondering why it took me so long between Atrix's turn, it's because these guys have been moving since they heard the sound of battle start.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
But it is now Atrix's turn.
Okay. Brooklyn's pretty messed up right next to me, isn't he?
On 6, super mixed up, but I could be doing better.
Yeah. Okay. Can I speak at the same time as doing an action?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on him,
Okay.
and then I'll just do that first. Okay. That is a 4 heal. So does that just do straight up?
It just
4
heals him
points?
4 points of damage back up,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, you got 4 points back there, buddy.
I greatly appreciate that.
You're welcome. And at the same time, I'm gonna be like asking them, like, what are you guys doing? It's like a casual "what's up" with a whole bunch of dead spiders around us.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, since their turn is over, they have to wait a little bit before they can respond.
Okay, that's fine.
Brooklyn, you're up next.
So they have posed literally no threat to us, right? Like they just basically walked in.
Yes. They have walked in. They are expressionless. They have weapons and armor, but have so far not attacked you. They are just moving.
Joey,
in your
why you gotta
general
make this so?
directions.
Why you gotta make this so difficult?
Because it's fun for me.
Fun for he, but not for thee.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know. Can I hold action?
You're gonna hold an
Until
attack
one of them tries
to
to
see what's
attack?
going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you
I'm not
holding?
gonna do anything unless one of them tries to attack.
Are you holding a spell, or are you holding a actual like smack them with a stick?
I will hold. I'm just gonna hold, hitting them with the staff, because I'm not gonna do anything unless they get close enough that I can beat them with the staff.
Okay. So you are holding smack it with a staff.
Yep.
Smack that. Oh,
And-
cool, smack that. Sorry, copyright music. Not supposed to do that.
Well, another one walks up into smack it with a staff range and lunges at you. So go ahead and roll a smack it with a staff.
What
It
were
just
these things
happened.
I had?
It just happened that his turn was next, and that's where he was going anyway.
Well, we got a 14.
Pretty sure that hits. Let me double check real quick. That definitely hits.
I love to just paint the picture of my head of just me being like,
That would be
hey,
an
what's
8
going
damage.
on? One of them just like, and then he just bonk.
Yeah, 8.
Well, I mean, it did come out rushing at him and then kind of lunged at him. The other two have tried to make it into where you guys all are.
Moral of the story is learn to hold your actions when you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, because he basically managed to wail on this thing immediately.
You heard me say 8, right? For
yeah.
damage?
Yeah. It looks like that was a pretty good hit on him.
I'm gonna go pee again.
Lucas, that makes it your turn.
What were these things? I had missed that.
They appear to be humans, but they are completely blank and expressionless.
Ah.
They are
okay.
carrying weapons and armored, and one of them just lunged at Rooklyn. You also still have one of the spider things all up in your face.
Oh, yes I do. Okay. It has not been a minute yet, has it?
No.
Damn. That is, big sad. Well...
Yeah. We are on round 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Don't even know why does an 11 hit the spider?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
It just hits, but it does.
Okay, it takes 8 points of short sword damage.
It dies.
Lovely. And then because it is dead, I don't have to do my roguish stuff.
Nope.
And I will... Are we counting their bodies as rough terrain, or are they just...
No, I'm just
negligible?
marking them so that if you guys want to do anything later, you know where they are.
Okay. In that case... Yeah, I will end my turn.
Alright. Linferno, it is your turn.
Can I heat up again?
You just want to throw another ball of fire at something, yes.
That's what I'm useful for.
Yeah. Well, keep in mind that instead you could unleash your friendly neighborhood wildfire spirit and let your wolf burst into flames and rip things apart.
Let's do that. You're right.
Just as a reminder that you have that option.
Let's do it. Let my lop-eared wolf go. Hella.
Yep.
Your lop-eared wolf?
Sure. She said a wolf, and then she started to say lop-eared stuff later. I don't know.
I know. We're just gonna brush past it.
You know, it's D&D. It can be whatever.
Exactly.
So, your wolf runs into the room with y'all. And I assume you're telling it to attack something. So,
yep.
It will burst into flames and strike at the nearest one. So, you all watch what looks like a regular wolf run into the room, and as it runs past you, it bursts into flames.
I love it.
Doggy go foof.
Doggy go foof.
Doggy go foof.
Doggy go foof.
Alright. I gotta look up what it does.
What it do, baby?
What it do, baby?
Let's see. It's actually gonna move just a little bit farther. Because
Sorry, I'm creating a spell card. Hold on.
when it bursts into flames in here, all of them take damage. But it's everything within a...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it gets to
So
attack
all of
things.
us take damage.
Well, that's why I moved it. Because
Thank God.
L'Inferno would know where to tell it to attack things to
So it
cause the
wouldn't hurt
maximum
us.
amount of damage without hurting y'all.
Good idea.
but the only one that can be right next to it when it lights on fire is L'Inferno. And
That shouldn't be a problem because she's this big. Mind you, she's this big.
yeah,
You understand that we're all on roll 20 and can't see you, right?
no, she doesn't.
Okay.
I can see her because I have my spleen script. My
Spleen. Your
screen.
screen's
I'm
split.
sorry about your spleen.
my screen split. Which hopefully soon I'll get a second monitor so I don't have to do this. I can do bam bam.
My screen's
No,
split
I'm
too.
sorry about your spleen.
Thank you
It's
for
this big. My screen split too. By the way. Oh. Perfect. I love y'all. Bye-bye.
Alright. So, you watch this thing burst into flames, and as it does, all three of them take a hit of fire. The one that Rooklyn had smacked just crumples to the ground. The other two look incredibly hurt. Oddly enough, despite that, they do not react to being hit like a person would. There is no screams, no attempts to put out the flames. They just take the hit, it washes over them, and it drops.
We're not human, guys.
But they appear to be human.
Human-esque.
But they're not people.
Alright. Well, one of them is going to attempt to hit a wildfire spirit, because it's right up in its face.
Normally, I'd say that sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, well.
And you'd be right.
I'm not right about anything.
I had to look up and see what its armor class is. Because
Its armor
offhand,
class is yes.
I don't know what that is. But you see this thing take a strike at it with the sword it had. Yeah, that'll hit.
.72 armor class.
It does not have a 72 armor class. But it does yelp.
So you're telling me I hit all three of them and none of them go down?
One of them went down.
Okay. I'm fine. Never mind.
However, one of them just hit your flaming wolf really badly.
Oops.
Damn.
Dog meat, no! My familiar is named Dog Meat, by the way. No, Dog Meat! My lovely Dog Meat. I love you. Dog Meat!
It's still up. I was just making sure it isn't one of the ones that when he hits it, he takes damage. Because that is sometimes a thing with elementals. Well, I guess the other one would probably just attack the fiery thing too. It's right up in its face. not that one. I don't need that roll. Your wolf is just barely still up.
Which Scarlet?
But it is now Atrix's turn.
Yeah, yeah. Get my wolf out of there.
Okay.
Cool.
How many arrows do I have left?
I don't know.
12. I have 12 left. Okay.
Get my wolf out of there, though.
I am. Is this a wall right here, like up to the, like right there,
Yes.
and like up to this crumbly area? So this
Yeah,
is like a
that
doorway
crumbly
here.
area is the doorway.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna take another shot at this one.
Okay.
$14.
14 hits.
Yes.
Smoke 'em.
It's gonna be 6 damage. Piercing.
Alright. He drops. No scream, no words. Just drops.
And he doesn't they aren't dissipating into the ash, right?
Nope.
They just drop. Okay. Oh god. I'm gonna stay where I am though. I'm not gonna move.
Okay. That makes it Rooklin's turn.
Everything's X'd out for me, so are there any?
There should be one monster next to the wolf that isn't.
Oh, yep, I see it. I thought that was one of our guys. I am going to move. Yeah. And I'm just gonna fucking smack it with a staff again.
Alright.
And hit it with a stick.
Yep, I'm gonna hit it with a stick. That is an 11.
That does not hit.
Oh.
Shoot.
But it is Lucas's turn.
Okay. With that,
Who appears to have disappeared off my map. Nope, never mind. I found him. He's under a spider.
By next.
He's underneath the
Yep.
spider.
Okay. We'll stabble from there. Still disadvantaged if I've counted right.
Correct.
Damn.
That was loud.
And... Is a 12 hit?
Nope.
Aw. Get whipped. Okay.
A swing and a miss.
We just gonna stand here then.
Looking death in the face after you swing a sword at it.
That makes it Linferno's turn. Linferno, what are you doing? You order your wolf around with your bonus action, so you can do whatever you like, and then tell your wolf what to do.
You're also muted right now.
I'm pissed off. How
You're
healthy is
welcome.
my wolf?
It is sitting at a cool 1 hit point.
Nah, withdraw my wolf.
Okay, you still have an action.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm heating up.
Okay, well you have to use your words.
Fire blast.
You miss.
There you go.
See, at least those are words.
Indeed.
My wolf is more important than her.
Fair enough.
Okay. You miss. Your wolf disengages and backs away slowly.
I've done enough for you guys.
You do know that your wolf is magic and it literally comes back to life. Like, it does not die.
You!
She do now.
Like, it is a magical feature that is granted to you by being the type of druid you are. It isn't an actual wolf. It is a spirit of
No,
flame.
It just dies, but it just goes away and you can...
Yeah, you would summon it back.
Another
The
one.
fact I'm harming something that is feasible is pissing me off. Fuck you.
Anyway. This thing is going to take a swing at nearest target, which is... it's both Rooklyn and... Just...
I already used my
Okay.
my cure wounds spell, so
I used my roguish charm to convince it to not hit me.
Well, I just rolled randomly and it's going to hit you anyway.
Well, that's ridiculous. What's the point of being a rogue anymore?
16 hit.
16?
Oh.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, it's hitting
You
Lucas.
said me, right?
Lucas.
Me and Lucas.
You and Lucas are
Just
the
Lucas.
closest two. It only hits one of you.
It's
I
hitting me.
definitely thought you said it was both, but okay.
Nope.
I tried to convince him to stab you, but didn't listen.
Oof.
Gee,
Right.
thanks.
Well, you take 8 damage from his blade
No, I don't. Stop
and
that.
6 more poison damage.
Okay. Good night.
Lucas is unconscious.
Lucas is very much unconscious.
Right. Atrix, it's your turn.
Somebody kill this thing, please.
okay. I'm gonna move up to here and take a straight shot at it.
Okay.
'22.
That hits it. You kill it.
12 damage.
It had 1 hit point. You kill it.
Okay.
Is there a particular way you want to kill this thing?
Yeah, I want it to go straight into the eyeball and out the back, but like take the brains with it, no?
Alright.
Like pretty much pin the brain up against the wall type of thing.
Alright. You see the arrow go through the skull. It pins to the other side a single eyeball and a bit of brain.
I take the eyeball and put it in my backpack.
That's disgusting.
That's gonna go in my tea later.
That's extra disgusting.
Your holy water ash card tea.
Yes.
Yeah, he means his holy water.
Fucking gross.
It is literally the most disgusting liquid substance that exists.
Alright. Just because he'd be making death saves. Brooklyn, do you want to do anything before Lucas makes his first death save? Because your turn will be next.
Should save me.
Since I can't tell from roll 20 which one is Lucas.
It's this one.
Okay.
The one with all the circles around it.
I'm the pretty little tiefling man.
I'm gonna run over to Lucas. I'm going to... I'm gonna cast Healing Light,
Oh, sweet.
which is 3, count 'em, 3 d6 worth of healing
Shit.
on Lucas.
That's a good
Max
spell.
that out.
Okay,
Just max it out.
I'll do my best. Okay,
Nah, you'll max it out. You'll do it.
it's a 3.
It's okay.
That's a 6.
That's closer.
And that's a 4.
Yeah, well. 13, that's way better than I was.
Yeah, well, you're not incapacitated anymore.
Yeah. That's always a plus.
As Lucas gasps for air and realizes what had happened.
You're not incapacitated. That's what matters.
Absolutely. I'm very thankful.
I'm gonna add the eyeball to my backpack.
That was out of nowhere.
Well,
Wizard,
he
I
already
need
had
a
said
scroll.
that.
Yeah, but he said it again.
I have 10, but you can't ask where I got them.
Would it just be an eyeball? Not
I
like
mean,
a special kind of eyeball.
It's an eyeball. It looks like a
Cool.
human eyeball.
It's just some grotesque eyeball.
Nice.
Not a special eyeball. What's special about an eyeball?
It's purple.
Yeet. Nope. Just keep going, Joey.
Alright. But yeah. Now that he is stabilized, the initiative is all dealt with. Nothing else comes running out at you.
Life from any distance.
But yeah, nothing else comes running out at you guys.
Yay.
That's okay. So this is an important rule for my fellow players. You can stabilize from any distance. There's no distance that you are required to be within to stabilize. If you stabilize, they don't have to make death saving throws to live. They just live. That's important to know.
You have to be next to them to
No,
stabilize.
you do not. Joey, don't you challenge me.
Unless you got some kind of weird thing, as the type of warlock you are, stabilizing them takes an action, and you have to be next to them.
Hilarious.
unless you have a healer's kit.
Sean.
I'm gonna be honest. I saw this on TikTok. I don't know if it's true.
It's not.
Knowing.
The only thing
Okay.
I know of that can do that offhand are Grave Domain clerics, because they can cast
Love you, Sean.
as a bonus action the spell that stabilizes folks. So
Okay, keep going. Never
they
mind.
are the only
Never
ones I know
mind.
that
I
can
was
do
wrong. Okay, Joey.
Can I loot my kills now?
What if I throw a healing potion at their body?
They're not splash potions. That doesn't work.
Okay.
I like the idea.
Can I loot my kills now?
This is dumb.
Yeah.
Kills.
Okay, Joey.
Okay. Which
yeah.
ones did I kill? I killed. Well, I'm just gonna loot my arrows back. I can't remember which ones I shot where, but I'm gonna
Okay.
try to find my arrows back.
Okay. With this being a room that is now mostly lit by Rooklin's light spell, it's not hard for you to find your arrows.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
How many? I did 5, right? Or 4 or 5?
It's whatever you said it was. Because you were the one that was counting your arrows. I was not counting your arrows too.
Okay. And then I'm going to check the. I'm assuming they're closed with pockets.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check their pockets, see if they have anything on them, including their weapons. I'm gonna inspect them.
Alright. Their weapons are a basic scimitar and a sling. Each of them is also wearing a set of leather armor.
Have my own leather armor.
So you find 3 scimitars, 3 leather armor, 3 slings.
Is that a?
It's like a slingshot.
Yeah, is that like a finesse weapon, or is that like a
I would have to look. Offhand, I think it's a simple melee weapon.
melee
Or
weapon?
a simple ranged weapon.
Range weapon. Okay. I don't really need one of those. I have a bow and
Yeah.
arrows. Okay, I'm gonna check their pockets for any valuables, trinkets, gems, more eyeballs, anything of the sort.
You do find some coins.
Ah,
I'll give you an exact amount here in a little bit. And I know they're carrying some bit of random stuff. So I'm going to roll a dice here and get you some random stuff that they had in their pocket.
my trinkets.
Yeah.
Another box for my trinkets.
Nice.
There we go. All right. See what that means. I suppose I can swap us back to the player cams too. There we go. Okay.
Hello.
What?
You find a ring in one of their pockets.
Oh. Kind of ring.
Small.
Golden engraving on the side that you can only see in fire.
Oh? Fuck you.
Where's the
I was-
volcano?
No, it is not the One Ring.
Damn it.
Oh.
It is a simple, looks like maybe copper metal with animals engraved around the sides of it.
Not like glowing or anything like that.
No.
No enchantments I can detect. Okay.
Not by just looking at it. It's not glowing. It doesn't have any gemstones that glow or anything like that.
I'll snag
Can I
that.
cast?
Be a lot cooler if it did.
I would like to cast. Give me a second while I look up the name of it. Eldritch Sight on it.
Oh, it's glowing.
So it's super magical.
It is
I'm gonna look
100%
at-
pinging magical to you.
I'm gonna look at Atrix and be like, yo, bro. That shit right there is super magical. Not like. Not mediocre magical. Super magical.
I appreciate the grab the microphone to make sure everyone heard you.
That's what us in entertainment call an ear rape.
Jesus.
Anyway, Atrix, I want you to know that ring right there, and obviously I gesture towards his ring, is magic. Now, I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you what kind of magic, but I can tell you magic.
So
Okay?
I should put it on my finger and see what happens.
Yes.
I mean,
Put it on your finger. See what
Okay.
happens. Ignore the DM. The DM doesn't know anything. Even if he is the one that wrote this whole story, he doesn't know anything.
Okay, I put the ring on my finger.
you have a ring on your finger.
Yes.
Spell.
We'll figure out what it does. How do I figure out
Dusty?
why it's magical?
I mean,
I mean, the
Atrix.
easiest way would be to talk to somebody who can cast
Atrix.
identify.
Atrix.
Yes.
Cast a spell.
Avada
Maybe cast a D&D spell. Not like a fairy spell, okay?
I don't even know. Like, okay, so that'd probably be just any kind of spell.
Cast light. Just cast light on something you're touching.
Okay,
Like
I'm
if
gonna.
you have a dagger or bow or whatever, just cast light, okay?
All right, I'm gonna cast light on my bow, or try to, anyways.
Unless you, as a ranger, know how to cast light, nothing happens.
Oh. Oh.
You are wearing a small, simple
Copper.
brass
Copper
or
ring.
copper ring.
Would that go in
All
my
of the story is the
equipment?
ring is magic. I'm telling you that
Um,
because I can
That would be
detect
my
magic.
equipment, right?
yes. And in
Hey,
order to figure out
Atrix.
what it does, you would have to play with it for about an hour.
Magic.
Or, like
Okay,
I said,
I'm
take it to
just
someone who knows identify. Or, if someone knows Arcana, they could potentially try and figure out what this magic item is. They may not know exactly what it does, but they might be able to figure out what it is. Other than, it's a magic ring. but you would have to be trained in Arcana for something like that.
Okay. Do I find anything else?
You find one other item. You find a wand.
Oh,
I'm guessing just like a wooden wand, or
Yeah.
does it have anything specific on it, or is it just like a...
This looks like it was designed more for functionality than looks.
So a carved stick, essentially?
Yeah. It has a very obvious handle to it. Otherwise, it is wooden, yayish long.
Okay. Well, which one of y'all is the most magical around here?
I'm a warlock, so that would be me.
Hey, you want a new wand?
Yeah, because right now I'm using a staff as my magical cast. And yeah, a wand would be pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give him the wand.
So,
I'm
down-
keeping my...
write down you that you have a wand.
I will write it down.
But yeah. And like I said, you found some coins too. But rolling a random number of coins takes a lot longer than rolling up a couple of cool things that you find.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured with the
So-
coinage we would just disperse it among
Yeah.
us.
But yeah. At that point,
I didn't do shit.
you can probably let Shadowbranch into the building now.
Yeah, he's been out there for a while, hasn't he?
I mean, at this point,
I mean, it's
your
only been, what, like 5 minutes?
your poison would have worn off by now.
I will
because
let
by the
Shadowbranch into the building.
By
to
the time
invest-
you guys killed the things and looked through everything to make sure there wasn't anything else in here that's going to murder him to death. Yeah. And he, does exactly what you'd expect. He starts going through everything in this room, detailing what the banners looked like, writing down in his notebooks what he thinks they used to be. He actually takes one of the partial banners down, rolls it up, and puts it in his bag. But now that you've cleared the threat, there are 2 other rooms in this building. The next room, the room that the blank-faced humanoids came out of, is, well, it's what can only really be described as a customs-type office. There's a big desk, several chairs behind it. And the last room is the transportation room, which you can see carved into the floor the large sigils that would have been required to activate.
Is that the same one when I cast?
Yeah.
What is Eldritch Sight?
Yeah.
That's the same one I saw.
You saw this big glowing
Same
spot.
general area.
Yeah.
I know you can't give me specifics.
This is probably
Okay.
the big glowing thing. And since
Can-
detect magic lasts for a minute, I'm sure by the time you walked around to it,
Can
it's
I
probably
cast?
still up and you could see it.
Okay.
It wouldn't take you that long to walk back through the building. So long as you're not waiting for Shadowbranch to do all of his stuff, if you just made a quick walk through the building, yes, you'd have seen it. It would have been glowing. And it is what he spends most of his time here on. He goes through some of the stuff around the table that are the desks. And like I said, he takes down the banners and that sort of thing. But he spends a lot of time documenting the sigils and stuff on the ground for the teleportation circle. Is there anything you guys are going to do while he is investigating what you guys brought him here to investigate?
Just maintain security.
Okay.
Is that through the other? So the room with the sigils, is that where the
Yeah.
where
If you
the
want,
guys are
I
coming
can.
from?
Let me.
Audience, who is probably no one. I just want you to know I love you. I support you. You all enough. I'm gonna go pee. Goodbye.
I'm about to say the same thing. Good.
But yeah. You can now see all of that space. And for
Okay.
anyone watching, I'll just pop the battle mat up again real quick. And show you all the other two rooms.
So there's no chests or dressers or.
No, this was
closets,
definitely
anything in there?
this was definitely a building that was designed for one purpose, and it was to use this teleportation circle. And the only stuff being brought in and out was probably going through the customs desk.
Okay.
So, if there was anything, it would probably be something you'd have to investigate over by the customs desk for.
Yeah. I'll
Well.
go over there.
What? What? God! Is Sean here?
Nope, he is still in the bathroom.
I won! I won! I won! I won! I won.
That's a 7 investigation check.
Okay.
Hello? What?
I'm still recoiling from,
That's a
practically
natty 20 investigation check.
Yeah, I beat Sean though. I beat him. I beat him. I won.
Okay. Dusty, you find a small bag.
Bye bye, my
Yep.
love.
When you open it up, it looks like this was stuff that was probably confiscated from specific people who are going through for some reason or another. Most of it doesn't really look terribly interesting, but there is a small carved bone statue in there.
Okay.
And a black velvet mask with silver thread.
A black velvet mask with silver thread and a small bone carved statue.
Yep. Probably about yay big.
Okay.
Did someone just try and let us view what their screen was?
I was trying to start cleaning, and it fucked up.
The lady hit the wrong button, is what she's saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm fully. I'm trying to come back to that. Stop. There we go.
The rest of what's in there looks like it was probably just random bits of confiscated stuff.
Well, I'll take the little statue and the mask.
Mhm.
I'll just like kind of.
I was trying to charge my phone because I was bleeding earlier.
But the Black Velvet mask, it's like the masquerade
Like a
type
masquerade?
mask. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody want a mask?
Not particularly. Is the mask
Yes,
magical?
I do. Joey, you know how I played
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Yep.
My key character trait is wearing a mask that has absolutely no ability.
But yeah. All right.
And I know, Joey, right now you're thinking of Ringo Supertramp,
Yep.
who wore a mask that did literally nothing.
Yep.
So yes, I want a masquerade mask that does literally nothing.
All right. You have a masquerade mask that does literally nothing. It is black velvet with silver embroidery.
Perfect.
It doesn't even mask right.
I don't care.
No, it's very flashy. It is a little bit dusty and probably needs cleaned up.
Let me just write this down in my notes.
The most important item that he found. Not the wand that he doesn't know what it does. But
Would you say that statue is about 2 inches tall, 3 inches tall,
I'd say it's probably about 2.
2 inches tall?
Yeah.
And is it like a animal or is it like a?
It appears to be a carved humanoid figure.
Doesn't happen to be similar to the humanoids we carved up,
No.
does it?
Those guys literally just look normal. Like, apart from the fact that they didn't react like they should have, and
Well,
they had no
clothing-wise or
explace.
like that.
The clothing looks outdated. But a lot of the people you've seen here in the city have been wearing clothing that's a little dated.
Lots
Okay.
of Iron Maiden t-shirts. Got it.
Yeah.
Metallica t-shirts.
That's not updated. Get out of here.
No. This would be more like
Nickelback t-shirt.
a Beethoven t-shirt.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Like, these guys are wearing something that's that dated.
They're wearing Da Vinci's merch.
Yeah. They're wearing Da Vinci's merch. But, yeah, otherwise, you stand guard well. Shadowbranch
Yeah.
does his archaeology thing for several hours.
Okay. Is there? So that's it for like the rooms wise. Like it's just that one
it's just
floor
those
and then
small three
those 3
rooms.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, just
Okay.
just the 3.
Okay.
And yeah, I will probably have you roll for a random encounter while you're sitting here waiting for Shadowbranch, but it is going on 11 o'clock,
True.
and I know we
Oh,
usually
wow.
call it at about 11.
Yeah.
So we will start with rolling that the next time,
Spicy.
and then we'll have the trip back and whatever else you guys decide to do that day.
Nice.
Yep. And with that, hopefully we will be streaming again in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
Yep.
Bless you.
And
Thank you.
now, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, that's the first time